While you're saying hi to folks and everything, I'm gonna have to. Oh, hi. Are we
Hey
live?
y'all!
I gotta get my charger.
Happy Friday! Guess what, guys? Marilyn has agreed to come on live with me tonight because she knows her friend, her sister. I'm Carolyn, and she's Matrice. She knows that I'm a hot mess, so she decided to agree to come on with me. I'm so happy that she's here with me.
You had to really twist my arm to get me to agree to do that.
Yeah.
I was
But
ready.
I'm glad I twisted your arm because I love this shirt. Hey girl, I love it. It looks so good.
I love it
And
too.
I did not get a chance to put into the comments underneath your last video from last night, your last live, if I liked the setup, if I liked the old setup, or if I like the new setup from last night. And I told you already, I love the setup from last night. And as you keep using it, like you'll change some things around to what you like and feel comfortable with. But I love that view, Marilyn.
Thank you. And I really do think that the camera was on the wide angle lens, and that's why it looked so huge back there. And that's why I look so small. I got to play with that iPad and figure that out. I think if I could figure out where it's just a normal view, I think I would like that too. But the thing that was driving me crazy, and you deal with this all the time, maybe it doesn't bother you, the noise from the embroidery machine, I felt like I was yelling, and I felt like it was annoying.
That's why I know everybody laughs about my little bell ringing, but that's why I turn it off because the machines make so much noise. And to be quite honest, they bother me too. Not like, but when I'm on live and when I'm talking, like if I'm in here by myself and we're just doing what we're doing, even when I'm crafting alone and I'm on live, it doesn't bother me, but I know people can't hear me. When I'm on with you guys, or like, and I'm like over here, like to the computer, like this thing, like trying to hear, and I can't hear anything. So
that's how it was when we were doing the laser live, and I was over by the laser, and I was like, "What? What, Patrice?"
Yep.
But I just felt like I was having to talk over it last night, and that felt just loud. Felt loud and annoying.
Yeah. Well, it was fine. You were wonderful. Your shirt came out great. Your towel looked amazing. I actually wanted to stitch your towel out tonight, but as you saw, I was already just completely like just last minute. I want to do that design.
Thank you. I looked at the design, like there's a weird spot in it. I could not figure out how to change that. And I'm wondering if it was pulling on the fabric and then the fill wasn't quite covered. I don't know. It's not bad. It's really pretty. It's really cute. But it's not a perfect design, and that's what I was saying is the members can have it, but it's not a perfect design, but it's pretty good. It's pretty cute.
It's really good, Marilyn. It's really
Oh,
good. Look how you come, Marilyn.
Thank you.
You're turning into a wonderful digitizer. Hey everyone. See Shamika. Hey Shamika. Shamika said that she loved the view, but you looked away. You look far away. I need you close to me, Marilyn. It might be that wide angle view from because you know how you can choose like extra wide, very wide, wide, you know, those different things going on.
And I don't know where that setting was. I'm just going to have to play with my iPad and figure that out because I think if I got rid of that wide view, it'd be fine.
When you go into StreamYard and you go to settings and then go to video, sometimes they have all the different views there and you could choose, you could switch it up. Like I have like 6 or 7 different views that I could do. I usually use the same one all the time.
I will try that because, you know, I don't even look at that. I just go through the motions of what I always do, and I don't look at the extra settings. So I'll check that out.
Check it out. But hey, y'all, I would go through and say hey to everybody. Let's see who the first person is here today. Hey, Penny. I would go through and say hey to everybody, but I'm already late. And I got to get up for the gym in the morning at 7:45. So, well, actually, I got to get up. The gym, usually I go earlier, but This class is starting at 7:45. It's gonna be 7:45 to 8 o'clock, and then I gotta go get my busted nails and my eyebrows done. Cause girl, hot mess, Marilyn.
You are never idle. Go, go, go.
Yes. Hey, Victorious Creations. Hey, girl. That's gonna be our thing tonight. Hey, girl. Marilyn with her Hey Girl shirt. I need my Hey Girl. But that is so cute, Marilyn, because you are a Hey Girl.
That's right. That's
You
right.
are a Hey
I
Girl.
swear though, I didn't even think about that when I made it. I didn't think about it until Tim said something about it.
Isn't that so cute? It is. That's the cutest, Marilyn. Hey, Karen Davenport. Hey, Momo. Hey, Dempsey Boo, Robin S, Anna Smith, Donzel, DB. Hey, y'all. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Retired Crafter 22. Geneva Coleman, Kelly Wyant. Hey, Creative Notions. And Shawnee Spitzer. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Lolo. Hey, Brenda. All right, y'all. Hey, Miss Roslyn McElveen and Renee. And everybody that I missed, y'all, I had to scroll down. Y'all know I'm already late. I'm already late. I don't want to keep y'all here all night. We haven't done an all nighter in a while, and I want to keep that like that for a little bit.
Hey, you said a while back something about a marathon craft session.
We need to have a sign up, like for people to sign up for who wants to do it. You, Matrice, and Carolyn, and Evelyn. Isn't Delonda? I already got 4 people. Even
Dimps.
though I didn't get any yeses from those 4 people, I said.
Yes, I'm a yes.
So Matrice and Carolyn are in, and then we gotta get everybody else to do it. So it should be fun. I'm thinking, what do you think? Like 30-minute slots, like a quick craft, nothing too much, right? Or do you think
Yeah,
40,
I think 30 would be good at the most, maybe, 45 because it's
45?
live, right? It's
Yeah,
not pre-recorded. It's like my pre-records, I try to keep those short.
yeah,
I try. But lives, you just have to have some time to do anything on live, I think.
yeah. So
I know
40.
you guys did 30 minutes when Sin organized it. Was 30 minutes, was it hard to get stuff done in 30 minutes?
Well, what I did was I was done before 30 minutes, and that never happens. Like
Mm-hmm.
but I literally had everything lined up. So
Mm-hmm.
all I had to do was complete the projects. So
Okay.
that kind of helped me out because I had every single thing lined up. But it depends on what it is that you're making. Then I was only doing I like a print then cut. I had already printed out the stickers to do the book and the pen. So for that
Mm-hmm.
that's really quick. But we can
I
kind of
guess that's true. If you have everything ready, and if you're doing a marathon, you do kind of need to keep it moving.
yeah,
So 30 is probably good.
30 to 45. Let's
Yeah.
say because it depends. It depends on what everybody tries to do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so, like Demps, she may need 45 minutes to crochet a scrunchie,
You might need 2.5 hours to crochet a beanie.
a beanie. I need 2.5 hours to crochet a magic ring just to do that one step. It's bad. I need 2.5 hours just for that because I'm gonna forget something. And I think I already forgot how to do my magic ring. I
Oh
need to
no. Oh no. No, no. Chris is going to be inviting you back to the secret club.
I need to go back to the secret club. She invited me the other day, but what was I doing? I was doing something else, and by the time I saw it, it was kind of late.
I think they did it last night too because I got an email, not late, but I was trying to get ready for my live, so I didn't go. And then I got one in the morning one morning. I'm not a morning person, but I got to get in there.
You
Got
got
to
to
get
get
in there.
so Marilyn. We need to have a talk, Marilyn. We need to do punch needling. We haven't.
Yes, we do. We do. I still have my punch needle thing over there. It's so cute. We do
And
need
crochet.
healing. Not much on that one.
Punch needling and crochet. And Marilyn, Carolyn, Matrice, just to let you know, we're going to be making purses.
Yes.
Eve has
Well,
her.
you're making a crochet purse.
No, you're making a crochet purse too.
No, you're making a crochet. You and Dems are making a crocheted purse.
Did y'all see Marilyn said, you're making a purse? No, you're making a purse too, Marilyn. Your kid is going to be to your house in a few days, maybe like 5 days.
As I recall, I was going to be the person that kept the chat going because it's hard when you're crocheting to actually chat.
Girl, no. You don't need to be doing all of that. That's just too much for you.
That's my one and only punch needle thing. It's really cute.
It's super adorable, Marilyn.
I got all the gooey stuff on the back and it's dry, so I just need to cut the slits and fold it over.
Here, Matrice, look. I'm just like
yours
you.
Is in the same state as mine.
Yep.
Yours is so much cuter.
I didn't put the backing on yet.
I haven't either. Yeah, it's. Oh wait, but you have the gooey stuff on, right? The carpet glue. Yeah, that's what I have. The carpet glue on, but I don't have the back on. I went really thick with this carpet glue.
You did.
But look, I must like this kind of flower because look, here's my mug rug.
That's your flower.
I guess it is. I'm gonna use my mug rug tonight instead of this silicone thingy.
As you should. You should. So we have punch needling. We have a little bit of crochet coming up. I'm very excited about what we have coming up. I'm very excited about it. I just need to. I need to keep practicing. Like I started with the scrunchies and doing them, and then I kind of stopped because I had a whole lot of other things going on. But honestly, I find crocheting to be very, very relaxing. Like, and then you're watching TV, doing it, listening to true crime.
So there is a crochet project that I really still want to do, and that is the scrubby things, the scrubbies.
I got all my scrubby yarn.
I have scrubby yarn too. I'm ready. Dems told me today we could do it sometime soon.
Okay. Well, I'm doing it too because I got all the scrubby stuff.
Yes.
You.
Yes. And Eve will probably want to do it too.
I think Eve has the scrubby stuff too. And we have dancing to do. Marilyn, somebody keeps saying serger in the comments. It's not me, Marilyn. I didn't say it.
Is that Tanya?
Somebody said serger.
It's either Kristen or Tanya.
But they're right.
Who is it?
Anything wrong?
Who is it?
Dems, are we doing it? Are we doing scrubbies at your house? Are you inviting us over to do scrubs? Who was it?
I know it was either Tanya or Kristen. It was Tanya. I see it. It is National Serger Month, I learned today. Okay, I will be honest. I've looked twice in my closet very briefly to figure out what sweatshirt did I put the thing on backwards. Because that's the first one that I need to do. I looked today for like 1 minute. I looked the other day. I don't remember which day, but I've looked twice. And when I find that, I'm going to do another serger video.
Good. Because that's what we want, Marilyn. That's all we've been asking for months now.
That is not all you've been asking for, Patrice. You know that is not true. I'm going to call you Pinocchio. You've got me doing a Zoom. I still need to practice my Zoom.
Marilyn, did you hear me say that your purse is going to be there in 5 days?
Yes, I heard that. But I don't know anything about this purse.
Dems wanted to make sure that you heard me when I said that.
Oh, I was about to say, really? It is? Okay, I guess I will be crocheting first.
Yes. Oh, ain't no fun if your homie can't crochet. It's no fun. All right, so y'all, tonight we are going to be, so I'm about to head into Silhouette Studio. Matrice, hold on, let me add her other camera. Matrice is gonna be doing, she's gonna be sewing. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to be showing how to do, we're going to make a canvas and I'm going to sub onto a piece of polyester fabric and wrap it around the canvas and we're just going to staple it. Okay, but we're going to print larger. The canvas is a 12 by 16 and we're going to be printing on 8.5 by 11 inch paper. Okay, so I wanted to show, the other night I showed how to break down an image or tile an image for printing in Adobe Illustrator. There were several of you who want to know how to do it inside the Silhouette Studio. So we're going to do it inside the Silhouette Studio, but we will not be doing a fan tonight, even though I have to do a fan for my little cousin who's just born. She's having a boots on the ground photo shoot.
Oh,
So,
so cute.
so I'm not going to do that tonight. If you want to check out and see if you want to do a fan, Coretta Dangerfield. She will be doing a video, a pre-recorded video, showing how to do the same thing in Silhouette Studio, but making a fan. So if you want to see that, check out Coretta's channel. And Dempsey, if you're here, please link, or Evie, please link Coretta's channel so that you guys could turn on your notifications so you'll know exactly when she uploads that video, which I think will be this weekend. All right. So, Marilyn, are you ready?
Yes. Yes. So I was just going to explain. This is a tote that I made on live with Patrice and Eve. I don't know that Dims was there, but I know Patrice and Eve were there. And I loved it, but so it's in two right now. It was so long. So earlier today, I cut off the bottom. And so it'll be at least that much shorter. And then I cut it off another inch. And then I also, because this is just like a fairly light cotton, I have some heavy black canvasy fabric and I put a little interfacing on it. So I'm redoing the bottom of this purse so that it's not quite as deep because it was ridiculously deep. So that's what I'm working on.
Marilyn loves sewing, y'all. Look how she just cheers up when she's sewing. I hope she gets when she starts surging. But when she's sewing, look at her. She loves it.
I do. I love to sew. I don't remember exactly how we made this, but I think I can recreate the boxing and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. You will, you will, you will. And Letitia, is it Letitia or Leticia? Welcome. Thank you for being here. And anybody else that came in. Hey, Fern, Mrs. JB, Miss Linda Cole. Hey, all.
I've been taking notes on the trial.
Oh, Maryland. I felt like I haven't even made it through day 3. And from what I've heard, girl, so did you know
day 3, that's the day her brother tested? No, yes, day 3. Did her brother test by day 3? Or did the lady that had the date with her deceased husband test by that day?
I haven't gotten.
There's been some better testimony. That first day, the opening statements I thought were boring. And then the first day of testimony I thought was boring. And then it started getting better.
I heard that Kay's testimony was really good.
Which one?
Kay. Did you see that today?
Oh, no! I didn't think they were going to be on today.
And then, girl, so Kobe Ryan has a YouTube channel.
Yes.
You seen it?
Yes.
And he was in court. I guess he was in court yesterday.
Yes.
So I kind of got caught up in listening to that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back on track because we need to have our talk about this.
Yep. We do.
Oh, girl, it's just intense.
I saw his reaction. So I haven't seen yesterday's test or today now, but I saw all before that. And then I saw his reaction. Would that have been Wednesday evening? Maybe Wednesday evening to her grilling somebody. And he just was I think she just now discussed him.
Yeah, she does, and rightfully so. I totally.
Yeah, he's so cute. He's so cute.
He is. Oh, so we were just talking a little bit about the Lori Vallow Daybell trial that's going on right now, and she's representing herself. Very interesting stuff. I still think she's doing a little bit better than what I thought that she would
I
do.
think she's doing much better than I thought she would.
Yes.
I ordered a set of 4 seam rippers today because for some reason I cannot keep track of my seam rippers. I'm gonna have to do a seam ripper holder next.
Yes. Yes. I lose mine all the time too. And then, oh, you haven't purchased any from Timu?
Uh-uh.
Timu has lots, Marilyn. They have like different sizes. I purchased a pack of maybe like 15 different.
You sound like Tim, like you're gonna have a seam ripper on every coffee table and end table. Tim, that's how he is with his glasses, his reading glasses.
You have to get a
A
lot
pair
of.
in the truck, a pair in the Jeep, a pair in the kitchen, a pair in the bedroom, a pair here, there, everywhere. That's how you'll be with seam rippers.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's how I should be, because I can't find it. I have 2 seam rippers. I lost the first one. I just used it yesterday. And the other one I used today. Now I can't find it.
It's okay, Marilyn. Don't worry.
Oh, found it.
And then it was right there.
It was not in my sewing basket where it belongs.
Oh, Matrice, Matrice.
What do you do?
All right, y'all. So I'm going to get ready to print. Well, I'm going to show you guys how we're going to print this out. Now, I'm printing from the Brother SP1 Sublimation printer, which prints 8.5 inches wide, but it can print about 14 inches long. So you can either do 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 14. Tonight, I'm probably going to do 8.5 by, I don't know, 8.5 by maybe 11. That's what's in my printer right now. But you can do 8.5 by 14. So what we're going to be doing is printing larger. If you have a wide format printer that can print, let's say like the Epson EcoTank 15,000 or any printer that can print 13 inches wide, um, you may not need to do all of this stuff. However, sometimes if you, let's say if you want to do an all over print for a t-shirt and you want to cover the entire shirt, you have your template, then this is something that you would need, even if you're printing with an 8.5 by 13, 8.5 by not 13 by 19.5 printer. You'll still need to cut it down depending on the size of the shirt. So this is what I'm going to show you guys how to do. Very similar to what we did the other night in Adobe Illustrator. It's not even going to take us that long to do. All right. So this is Silhouette Studio. I use the business edition. There is an option inside of Silhouette Studio, the business edition, for you to tile. However, that is if you're going to be tiling SVG or vector files, not for printing. It's not for printing. It's only for, so if you look into Silhouette Studio and you look up tiling and you find, okay, they have tiling here in one of the panels. I think it's a media setup or media layout panel. That's not for printing. It's only for if you're going to be using vector files. Okay. So just know that. All right. So we're going to be printing. You can print from Silhouette Studio if you don't have the business edition. Okay. Printing is the business edition is not required for printing. All right. So if you have the free version, you can totally do this with the free version as well. All right.
Can
so
you
we're just
explain what you mean by tiling?
So tiling, if you have a large sheet, let's say, because guess what? The only thing I have by me right now is a template. Okay. So let's say this is very large, right? Tiling, we're really just going to be cutting and breaking it. Like how your tile looks on the floor, we're just going to be creating our own squares and cutting and slicing or cropping. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're really going to be cropping the image but we're going to be basing it off of the size of paper that we're going to be printing it on. Okay, so I'm going to be printing on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. I'm going to make it a little, our sheets that we create, I'm going to make it a little, or our squares that we make, or rectangles. It's not a square, it's a rectangle that we make. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, okay, than the size of the paper, because I still want to, consider the margins of the paper when it's being printed. All right. So that's tiling. So literally just, square, 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 square. All right. That makes sense, Mirror Bear?
Yes, it did.
You, trees. All right. So let's bring in our designer. So we're going to file in. This is so much more fun having you here with me. And then we're going to select, this is the file. Now the file that I'm going to be using, if you guys are here on Tuesday, and I meant to put that shirt on tonight. Delonda had a mystery box with Atlanta vinyl and hold on.
Yeah, your shirt from that box turned out cute.
Thank you, Marilyn. So she had a mystery box and I made a design, or I made one of the shirts, or I used one of the SVGs that night. Well, tonight we're using another one of the SVGs, and this one just says perfection is overrated. I'm going to make this into a canvas for me to hang up inside of my classroom. Now, the only thing that I should have did was I should have changed this pink to teal and this to the hands to yellow. Now I kind of want to change it.
Go for it.
Because I don't have any pink in my classroom.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. So Silhouette Studio or Streamer has been changing my stuff up. Hold on, let me see if I change this to. I may be able to do it really quick, y'all. Let's see if I could do it quick. Because my classes, or my class colors are teal and like teal and yellow. Because I have like sunflower. This doesn't even look that teal to me, but it's going to be teal for now. It'll match. And then I'm going to change it to yellow. And then I'm going to bring us back over because I don't know why. I don't know why it kicked you out, but it did. All right, that looks okay. Now I want to put some sunflowers on here to match. Now I want to put some
Hey,
sunflowers.
we can't see your screen. Are you trying to show what you're doing?
I was until StreamYard kicked me out, Marilyn.
Oh, okay.
StreamYard kicked me out. Hold on, let me try. I'm going to save it and then I'll be right back over there.
They have been being messy lately.
That's my girl, Marilyn. Very messy. And I don't appreciate it. I know you don't either. Action too. All right, I just changed the colors up a bit, y'all. Since it's going to go on my, let me share my screen again. Since it's going to go on my wall in my classroom. All right, let's go back. Let me share again. Present. Share screen. Let's see if it doesn't.
3 weeks ago, I could not get mine to share. But yay, there it is.
It's so weird. What size? Debbie's asking what size tote are you making, Mare Bear?
I don't know, big. It is. So, Debbie, this is one I made before, and it was so tall. It was just so tall. It's like my arm couldn't even hardly make it to the bottom of it. So I'm shortening it. It is 16.5 wide, and it's going to be about probably the same tall.
16. All right. So this is the color of my class. I'm going to reduce this to, let me lock this. I need this to be about 13. So the size of the canvas is 12 inches wide. So I want this to be 13 inches wide because I do want it to wrap a little bit around and have like the print kind of wrap around the actual canvas. So I'm going to change this to 13, and that made it about almost 13 by 17. So it's about 16. So it's going to give me almost a half an inch of material top and bottom that will be able to fold over. All right, so I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to this is StreamYard. It was doing like a whole wheel thing. This is so weird. Meryl, can you
Yeah,
hear
it
me?
stopped for a minute. Yep, you were frozen. It stopped for a minute, but I see you now. You're back. Or I
Oh,
see you moving.
maybe I'm just doing too much. And this isn't even a lot. All right. So as you guys can see, this is the paper size that we will be printing on, but our print is a lot larger. See? So now what we want to do is we want to break this down. Okay. So I'm going to be using 8.5 by 11-inch sheets of paper. Again, I want to kind of make it to where it's like eight, maybe I'm going to do seven and a quarter by 8. Let's do 7.25 by 8. No, let's do 7.5 by 8. That's a whole inch that I'm going to be taking off. All right, let's get ready to draw a square. So this is how we're about to tile it, but in Silhouette Studio, I won't be able to go to print and have it tiled in the print dialog box. I have to do it this way. It's not like how it was the other night in Adobe. Okay. So I have my square. I'm going to make a square, and we're going to set this square to, uh-oh, what did I say, Marilyn? 8 by,
7 and I don't remember.
okay. I changed my mind. I'm going to do 8 by 10.5. 8 by 10.5. All right, so this is, uh-oh, it didn't do, let me unlock. 8 by, so I had the proportions locked, and I just took a half a inch off of the height and the width, okay? So this is what I have here. I'm going to remove, I don't really need that, and I'm going to turn this, we're going to turn this red so I can see the outline. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to get ready, and you see like how the paper will cut off here. I'm going to need about 4 pieces of paper for this. Okay, even if I flip this landscape, it's still not going to cover the 13 inches across. So I'm just going to place this like this. We're going to add two, well, one to the right and two to the bottom. So I'm going to select this square. We're going to head over to the replicate panel. You can also replicate from up here, but we're going to head over to the replicate panel. And then I am going to add one over to the right. Okay, we're going to add one over to the right. And when you do that, both of these are, they're basically touching each other. There's no space in between them. So when we get ready to slice this or crop it, we're going to crop it, like you'll be able to piece it right on together. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to select both of these. And all I'm doing is selecting, I'm not selecting the image. I'm just selecting the two rectangles that we made. And then I am just going to duplicate below. All right. So now I have it duplicated below. You can do rows and columns if that's what you want to do, but this is perfectly fine for me. All right. So right now we just basically kind of created a grid or our cut lines. There's another way to do it. For me, I like this way because it automatically replicates the fake page for us right next to the next one, and I don't have to worry about anything. You could also use your knife tool to slice images up too if you want to. You just, if you're using a PC, you just want to make sure that the point value for your knife is 0 and you don't have it set to like a quarter or 0.125, which is my favorite. You want it to be set at 0 because you just want a nice thin line so that it can match up. Okay. So now that we have this like this, I know that this is going to cut in 4 parts. So I'm going to select all of that. I'm just going to move this away over here. Okay. So I'm actually going to duplicate this. I'm going to end up duplicating it 4 times, but I usually go in sections so that I can see it. So right now, I just made one duplicate version and we're going to crop this out. Okay. But I'm going to leave this just like this because this is going to be like my go-to. Like I'm going to go back and grab it again, but we're going to cut it. All right. So I'm going to select the image and then we're going to select that square at the top. So I held down my shift key and I grabbed the image. If I move this over, you guys will see that I only have that selected. Okay. Now that I have both of those things selected, I'm going to head over to the modify panel. We're done in the replicate panel. I'm going to head over to the modify panel. And in the modify panel, I'm simply going to select crop. So that cropped out the one part here. I don't need the rest of this. Now, if you have an image that has like a lot of white space around it, it's going to break it up. Like it's going to break up all of the small parts when you do that. If you don't have like, this doesn't do that because it's a solid background behind it. But if there wasn't a solid background behind it, then you would still have to go here and just collect all those small parts. I'm gonna see if I have something to bring in to show you guys that and what you would have to do if that were the case. So now we have this here. I'm gonna move that over. We already have that one. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna repeat the same thing until all of the parts are cut. And I'm copying it. I selected that entire area right here and I held down the option key on my Mac. If you had a PC, you'll hold down your alt key and then I just dragged over. All right. So I'm going to select the second part of the design. I have the design selected and then I'm going to hold down my shift key, select the upper right box, and then I'm going to head back over. Let me show you guys what I have selected. You guys see that's the upper right box and the image. And somehow I duplicated that image again. I don't know how, but that's going to work in our favor. We're going to select crop. Now that I selected crop, I'm just going to move that out of the way. So somehow I duplicated the image again behind it, which is perfectly fine. I think I want to go ahead and just do that again. I'm going to copy and paste it. Yeah, I want to paste in front. Hold on. Paste in front. So now it's just right there in the front. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the bottom left box that we have right there. I'm going to hold down my shift key and select that top image again. I didn't copy and paste all of that because I already have that image right there. And now I'm going to select crop. That cropped this one. And then that's just going to go right there. It doesn't matter if I align it up good right here. As long as it prints out fine, that's all that matters. Like this is going to go right here. That's going to print out good. That looks good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this box and I'm going to hold on my shift, select the other image that was behind, and we're going to select crop. Now, do you have to do this in this fashion? Like, do you need to do it like this? Yes, because let me show you. So you may say, you know what? I just want to go ahead. Can I just do everything and select all of the different tile pieces and crop everything? That didn't really turn out how we wanted to do. So I would just say do it how I showed you guys how to do it. That's the best way. And that's usually how I do it when I'm doing it in Silhouette. But I mostly do this inside of Adobe Illustrator. All right, so now we have all of the pieces cut. I can delete this. I don't need this any longer. And we're going to start by placing these on the sheet. Okay, and then we're gonna print them out. I'm just gonna remove any, I don't want any outlines or anything. All right, let's make this a little bit larger. Really got so quiet. All right, so it does look a little bit weird only because it's not, it's not lined up exactly how it should be, but you see, it's cut. This probably need to move this over just a little bit. All right, so as y'all see, this will, if we piece this together correctly, we'll be good to go. Okay, when we get ready to print. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to place this right here on our sheet, which is an 8.5 by 11 sheet. Let me make sure that I have paper. I think I have paper in there, but honestly, when doing it this way, you have more control of how it's gonna cut. So let's say if you had a face and you don't want, like, a potential line to go through that you're piecing together, you can place the tile on top of the design or the image, you know, in whatever way you prefer. Okay, so that you don't have, because sometimes you can get away with a thin line going through maybe like the bottom or something like that, but not a face, y'all. You got to line faces up correctly. All right, I'm coming there, bear. I'm just putting the sheets in.
I had muted myself since I was sewing.
Oh,
When we were talking, I didn't want my sewing noise going.
all right. So I'm gonna get ready to print this out. Did anybody have any questions? I want to show you guys how, like what I was talking about, like if it's an image that doesn't have like a solid background like this, and if it has like multiple, I'm going to see if I still have that fan in here and I can show you guys that, how that would look. All right, let me print this out. We're going to go to print. I'm printing this out again on the Brother SP1 Sublimation printer, and the print preview looks good. Did I do my page setup? Let me go back to page setup first though. Print page setup. Let's make sure I have the printer selected. Okay. We're going to change this to the Brother SP1. The paper size we're going to be using is 8.5 by 11. Now, if you have like larger paper, if you're going to be using like 13 by 19, you could, you would just create your box to that size. I created the box to 8 by 10.5, only because I wanted it. You guys see how it fits on the 8.5 by 11. That's what I was going for. But if you have larger paper and you're going to be printing from a wide format printer, then you'll do you'll use your boxes according to the paper that you have. And you could also mix it with, larger paper and smaller paper, depending on how it's going to be tiled. All right, so now we have this. I'm going to go back up to print. And the print preview looked great. I'm going to select OK. And then we're just going to go to, we're in the right place. I'm just going to go to layout, and then I'm going to just flip this horizontally. Depending on your settings, the printer that you're going to be using, you always want to mirror it, and then you'll just adjust it to the settings that you need. All right, so it's going to start printing in a second, and I'll just have to print out each sheet. All right, I'm gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna bring this side over. And then I'm gonna do print. We're gonna print that. Do we need to add a half? Yeah, I took away a half for the margins. I took away, so that's why I did 8 by, instead of, the paper is 8.5 by 11. A half inch may be too much, but I usually just do a half inch. A quarter inch may be fine for the margins, but I usually do a half inch. So that's why I did the 8 by 10.5. All right, so we're going to print that out. And then I also don't want, because sometimes if you do it exactly at 8.5 by 11, what happens is that that cut is from edge to edge. And you don't want an edge to edge cut because you're still going to need to be able to piece it together. So that's why I do it that way, because I don't want an edge to edge cut. All right, we're going to print this out. The knife tool over here, I'll show you guys the knife tool. It slices too. Like you can slice your stuff too. Hopefully my settings stayed the same. Let me check over here because my settings might not have stayed the same. It's always good to check your settings, y'all. Don't be like me. Let me see. Let's hope that it's still flipped. Let me see. Yeah, it did. Okay, it stayed. No worries, Anita. Tiny. Hey, Porgy. Awesome. All right, so it's printing out. So one sheet has already printed out. So I'm going to get the heat tape because we're going to get ready to tape it together. Now, I already cut out a piece of, oh wait, I did want to show y'all that while that's printing. I cut out a piece of the polyester fabric. All right, let me see. I don't know if I have that file still. No, that's just a template. I don't have it, y'all. I deleted that fan file. I don't have it. No. Okay, let's see if this is probably not going to do it either. Let me see if this will do it. All right. I don't think, because there's not a lot of small pieces here, so it's probably not going to do it. But let's see. So if I have this like this, let's see if I get this and crop it, what will happen. Yeah, no, that did it perfect because there's no little pieces to it. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Hold on. So let's say if you have a part like this, right? And part of your, we're going to go right here. So let's say we're going to do, hold on, y'all. I'm going to make a quick little copy. All right, so let's say right here, we're going to cut here. So let's pretend that we have, all of these other. Now, I still recommend slicing how I showed you guys so when you do the replicate panel, okay? But I'm just doing this just to go kind of quick to give you a little visual, okay? So let's say if you have your paper here. So let's say I'm going to select the paper. Oh, let me do this so it can look how it looked before. I don't want to confuse anybody. All right. So let's say we select this sheet right here. I'm going to hold down my shift key and select the image. And let's go to crop. So if I do crop. So if you guys see here, inside of there, all of those pieces are separated. Like they broke apart. So you see a bounding box around this part of the cross. You see a bounding box around the R. You see a bounding box around part of the U. And then you see a bounding box around the STO. Hopefully you guys could see that. Well, the bounding box from the STO is going around this U. So that U is covering all of that. What you would do in that case, all you would do is just right click and group that together so that you can print. Okay. Once you group it together, now everything is, everything is how it should be. If you don't do that, then those little parts will be all over the place. So when you get ready to piece it together, it's not gonna, you'll always group it. Once you crop it and it does that, group it. And that's because there's no background color here. If there were a background color, you wouldn't have to worry about that, like how with the perfection um, poster we're going to be making. Okay. The other thing I was going to show you guys is the knife tool. So let's say if you wanted to use your knife tool, you can. I prefer doing it this way, not with the knife tool, the way that I showed you guys first. But if you wanted to use your knife tool, you could just slice right on through it. Just hold your shift. Well, I hold my shift key down just to keep it straight. And once you slice through it, you have your second part. But I gotta tell y'all, I prefer just to do how I showed you guys. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Click at the bottom. Yeah. All right. You guys good? Anybody have any questions or anything? Let me just paper slicer. Well, actually, I'm going to use some scissors, Marilyn. I like scissors. I don't know why I prefer to use scissors, y'all.
Versus.
A paper slicer.
Oh, yeah. I don't like paper slicers. I
I
use
don't
my
like.
rotary cutter before I'll use a paper slicer.
Yeah. All right. Everybody's good. I can remove silhouette because we're all done. That was very, very quick. Now, if you have like an all over shirt, you can do the same thing with an all over shirt, but generally you're going to have like the template for the all over shirt and you're going to have your design inside of it. And all you would do is put your squares or your tiles, the same way. Now, sometimes you may need more tiles than that, but that was just a brief overview of the process. All right, I am going to use a paper slicer just for one thing. All right, so I'm going to bring us over to the table, but I already have my piece of, this is a polyester canvas-y type of fabric. I have that, and this is the canvas that we're going to be using. Now, I'm going to be using a regular craft stapler. I have my staple guns, but y'all, I told Marilyn earlier. So I was using my staple gun just to see, like, to make sure that it was gonna do good with the canvas.
And it did great.
It did too well. So I used my staple gun and I literally stapled the canvas to my self healing mat to my table. It did way too well. It did way, way, way too well. So I have a little baby, my baby craft stapler, and hopefully that will do just fine. It should do just fine because yeah, I don't even know what I was thinking. Yeah. I'm like, Marilyn, that's my call. I'm like, Marilyn, what are you doing tonight? Do you want to hang out? Because if I'm already starting the night off stapling the canvas and the self healing mat to the table, it's gonna be a long night.
That self healing mat can heal from that.
Mhm. And it did. It did its job.
Oh, well, that's great.
That's what it did its job. Yeah, it did. All right, y'all. So yeah, I was like, I think right when that happened, I was taking it out. I'm like, Marilyn, what are you doing tonight? Because your girl is off the chain tonight. She's stapling the tables and everything.
She's gonna teach some good crafts.
Exactly. Exactly. This is not good, girl. Now, I don't usually like a lot of the paper. So I do have my slicer for this. I'm just gonna slice off a little bit of here. Just a little bit so I can like layer the other piece. And I'm just cutting this. Probably could do a little bit more. All right. I could have did more. We're gonna do just a little more. All right. So we have these two ready, and then you can even cut off a little more than that, but for the sake of the sake, we're just gonna do it like this. All right, and then I'm just gonna cut here. You want to make sure you don't have any of the white paper on, because it's gonna look like you have a small little line in your design. People use a paper cutter for this. It's up to you what you prefer to use. Okay. I just kind of don't use the paper cutter. I want to cut this.
Oh, Patrice, better get your bell out.
Uh-oh, we got a bell ringing,
Got a bell ringing.
Hold on.
From Anita Haskins.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you. The stapling to the table is known as a permanent craft. Chris, I'm over here stapling the table. Stapling the table, the self-healing mat. It's pretty sad and pathetic. Oh, why didn't you remind me to turn on the heat press?
Oh, Patrice.
Kristen.
Patrice, get the heat press turned on.
Let me turn it on. Hold on. I should have looked up. I should have gotten the actual code for the teal that I want to use, because I picked, like, I did the glider, you know, the color glider.
Yeah.
I should have did that, but it's gonna be fine. It's going to be just fine.
It'll be all good.
Yep. And my kids don't care about teal. They say my class is blue. I mean, it's fine.
That's what Tim would say.
Tim would say it's blue too.
He would say blue. Yeah.
Yep. Like, okay. They don't care.
He knows like 12 colors, you know. We know 4,900
colors. Yep. Yeah. Well, it'd be scary if we knew the codes, like the CMYK.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite black, I know the CMYK code for my favorite black. I do. It's kind of sad. But it's very, very easy to remember. It's a very dark, deep black. You know how sometimes, I don't know if you remember, like when you first started with sublimation, how like some of the blacks would look like kind of ashy. They wouldn't really be like a black. So I'm very, very anal about that. Like my black, like if I'm gonna use black, I don't want gray black. I want black.
No, or blue black. I don't want blue black.
Yeah. Like, so that's kind of where that came from. Why I got so crazy about it. There's a slither of white here. My kids won't notice it. In fact, one thing my kids, though, they definitely already believe this. That perfection is overrated. They got this down packed. It's the teacher that doesn't have it down packed. All right, let's go. Let's see. All right. Need to move this over just a little bit. think that's better. Okay, it's kind of lined up. It's kind of lined up a little bit, y'all. All right. Now I'm gonna put this just like this. I think that looks good. All right, let's flip it over. And we're just gonna pin that over there. And I'm gonna take the back. Yes, Miss Linda Gray. You gotta practice. Hey, Miss Joy. She said you're showing out on that bag, Mare Bear. All right. So this is the top half. Now let's tape the bottom half together. And then we're gonna get our material that we have. All right, so this is gonna kind of go like this. And I can actually get rid of some of this paper, this overlapping paper right here. I'm just gonna cut off a little piece. Just a little bit. All right there. Okay. I think I cut off the right part. And then this is just gonna fit. I could have cut more up from up there, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. All right. I kind of feel like I got a little bit of extra white there at the bottom. I'm gonna cut a little slither. I didn't get as close as I should have got. You can kind of see, like, when you get ready to piece it together, you can see the white. Marilyn, have you done all over prints before, or do you not like them?
I really haven't.
Did it all over?
Mm-hmm.
It takes.
I mean, I've done it. I haven't pieced things together for an all over print other than, I'm trying to think. I can see myself doing a video of something. Maybe it was might have been like a welcome mat, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Welcome mat.
Did you hear me earlier say something about blue black? Or was I muted already? Okay, I must have muted myself after that. Because at some point I was like, oh, I was talking about blue black, and I think I was muted, but I must have muted after that.
Yeah. When we were talking about black, you said blue black.
Yeah, ashy black and the gray black and yeah, the blue black.
Yeah. Another thing, I'm gonna do this garden flag because if you have like a large print that you want to print out, I'm tiling it together. You can certainly do this on your own, but if you wanted to get like a transfer, a sublimation transfer, like a large sublimation transfer, you can get one from Atlanta Vinyl has them too. I don't know. I've never gotten sublimation transfers before. This was the first sublimation transfer I got in Delanda's mystery box. I think it's a really, really good idea, especially if, you just don't have time to be doing all this piecing and tiling and all that stuff. This isn't for everybody, and that's fine. So you can get it from them. I'm just cutting off another little piece right here. I do want to cut off a little bit more. I should have did a little more from the beginning. All right, y'all, I stapled That gun is so powerful too. The little, I was like, whoa, girl, like what you have going on?
Stick her on steroids.
Like, like you're doing a little bit too much. And then we'll do the garden flag, and so you guys could see that one. All right, I'm gonna hang this up. Hey, Melody. Music Kimball. Hey, old school music Kimball. How you been? I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape here. So I get ready. The good thing about this tape is that it's not like you can move your stuff around, which I like. Okay. Underneath here. So that it just really, really helps with aligning it up. Alright. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this and slide it under because this is gonna go on top. Like that. Uh-oh. Roll it over a little bit. I don't want any breaks in it. Like I want it to look very ridiculous. And once I'm ready to press it down, we're going to be good to go. All right, I think we're good. My A look a little bit warped. The AMSs. Base it off of that. Uh-oh. Let me lift it up a little bit. This is the part, it's the puzzle madness. Okay. There we go. Oh. I think I was right the first time. But I couldn't help it.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. All right. I think we're good. And though right there, y'all, I see some white. I don't want a white slither going through the image. But it looks good right here. All right, we're gonna go for it. Nope, we're not gonna go for it. Yeah, you know how
We'll
it is.
go for it. It's just going to be a little bit longer before we go for it.
Yeah, we're still gonna go for it, but just no. Not quite ready yet. And I keep moving. Like once I get it, I'm like, okay, that looks good. Then I move something. Right. Don't move. Don't move. Try to give me a foot. But it will not win. All right. The tension is real. Is she going to line it up correctly?
Just remember, perfection is overrated.
Girl, not the sign not being perfect, man. Not
says,
the sign.
says a person with OCD.
Girl, you know you would have taken this whole thing apart already. You would have been like, yeah, no. Okay, let me turn it this way to see. It's this white slither that's right here that's getting me. It looks like it's lined up good, but it's gonna be fine. Let me go ahead and tape this right here. I'm gonna tape this. We're gonna flip it over, and we're gonna be fine. We're gonna get ready to. Well, I still had a few minutes to spare because I think it's still heating up. All right, y'all. So we're just gonna get our tape. I'm gonna tape this down.
Patrice Bobby was asking me a question. I was just going to answer her real quick, but I didn't want to talk over you. Bobby, I am reconstructing a tote. Eve, Patrice, and I made a tote on live one night, and I made mine super, super, super deep. And so I'm reconstructing the bottom of the tote.
She's in her sewing era.
Right.
All right. You are. I may have a slight little line right here, but we're going for it, y'all. We're gonna do it. You can't even see the line right here, but we're gonna go for it. All right. Let me grab my fabric. We're actually already almost at temperature. I'm not gonna pre-press it. And this is just like a canvas type of polyester material. And we're going to put this right here. I kind of want to center it a little bit. It's not the exact size, but it's going to be just fine. It's almost the exact size. We're going to be stapling. A little bit of staple action going on today. All right, so I'm going to tape this down. Did I put it on the right side? I think I did. And I'm just going to put this here. And this is going to act as the canvas material, even though I'm using like I think that canvas may have come from Michael's or something. Like it's not a high quality canvas, or it's probably just like with cardboard inside or something.
Is it one of the canvas boards?
No, it's just one of the flat ones.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like when you're storing them away, like the wrap canvases, you can puncture a hole in them or kind of mess them up, and these seem to store better for me.
Right. So we have this here. We're going to get ready. I'm going to place a piece of butcher paper on the bottom of my heat press. I'm also going to increase the pressure a little bit I usually like to have a lot of pressure when I'm doing like stuff like this to help flatten it out. That really annoying. All right. I'm gonna get another piece to go on top. And then we're gonna make our garden flag. All right, so we're gonna press this, y'all. I'm gonna put this with the image up. And luckily, the good thing with this is that this fits on this heat press. This is a 16 by 20 heat press. So the entire image fits onto the bottom plate of the heat press, so I don't have to press multiple times, which I love. But most all over prints, you're gonna probably, if you don't have one of the industrial heat presses, you're gonna be pressing multiple times. All right, so let's get ready. I didn't check the pressure, but it's fine.
Hi, Rondrea.
Huh?
I was telling Rondrea hello.
Oh, hey, Rondrea.
And then Bobby made it in too.
Bobby made who?
She made it in. She said she was late, but she made it.
No worries. All right, so this is what we're gonna make a garden flag too. We're gonna make this super cute garden flag. It says gardening, crafting is my escape, and we're gonna do both sides. No, I only want to do one side, but we're gonna do both sides. Now, if you have another garden flag, you can make two. But this garden flag is gray, so we're gonna see how it looks. It's not a white garden flag; it's gray. So, for those of you who think you only can sub on white, you can sub on.
Hi, Vanessa.
Let's see. Did I put this on the right side? Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's very, very hot. All right. So let's see how many of y'all think that this came out good. I usually don't like to take it off until I've looked, and I could use a little more pressure. I'm not gonna move it. It's still taped down. I'm gonna press this one more time because my center part does not look like it had enough pressure. Hold on.
I bet it came out.
Great. We're gonna do it one more time, y'all, because that center part does not look like it had enough pressure, and where the seam is going through, and it didn't lift up, but when I took the parchment or the butcher paper off, that top part lifted, like the actual print. Let me add a little more pressure. That center part needs a little more. Everything else looks good except that center part. All right. Let's go for round two. That's a lot of pressure.
Shoo!
I'll hold it down. That's you, Marilyn.
Thank you.
Ooh, how's your bag coming along, girl?
It's coming. I'm gonna get the outside part done tonight. I don't know if I'll have the lining done tonight, but I'm getting there.
Oh, if you want to do the lining, go ahead.
I'll try. Let's see if I get there. Okay, let me think.
Let's see if the center part took. Because that's the part where I see the most problem. Everybody said bless you.
Thank you. Hey, Keisha.
Oh. All right, let's see. All right. We're gonna see how it took. If I caused ghosting, if I did, I might have to do this over again. I might have to print it out and do it again, but it's gonna be fine, guys. So let's see it together. That center part. Yeah, I have. It came out better the second time, but I have ghosting because when it went back down. So you see right here, there's no ghosting. But right here, y'all see that was the line that where the tape was that I had the problem with. So I end up with ghosting. I mean, I can always
barely see it.
I can see it.
Well, that's going to annoy you.
You see where, because this was supposed to be white right here, and when I put it back down, it shifted when I did it the first time. But I mean, perfection is overrated. I mean,
it is.
Oh, Carolyn.
And that could be part of the thing. A sign that says perfection is overrated. Where oh, that is not good. I did not do that.
But I think that shrank some though.
I think it looks good.
I don't think it looks good, Marilyn, but thank you, Marilyn. We're gonna keep this sign because perfection is overrated. You'll see, like I shifted it up. I moved it up here a little bit. This part doesn't look that bad, but that center part right here where that tape was, that did not do good. But down here, it did good. But it shifted still. I shifted the whole thing. Marilyn, do you want to go ahead and do your thing? Do you want to go ahead and do do your lining?
I'll stay on, and I'm not even done with this yet. I'll stay on as long as you want.
Oh, Marilyn. Because we can do this over. Like, this
yeah, if you want to go over, go for it.
Because I don't like it.
Well, then don't waste your canvas. Do it over.
Oh. But see, it doesn't. So my horizontal lines are fine. This line gave me the hardest time. I'm going to have to do it over and keep it at the pressure that I have it at. Let me print it out again. I'm glad I didn't delete that. I'm so glad. All right, we're going to print this out, y'all, again. And then I'm going to, while this is printing, I'm going to do the garden flag. Okay, let me print it out again. Print.
3 inches.
It's gonna take long, y'all. And Marilyn needs to do her lining.
That's right. Nobody's in a hurry to get off.
Right?
If you got off this early, they'd be like, what in the world am I gonna do now?
They'd be like, girl, finally she isn't on for 5 hours. On a Friday night. Like, girl.
Evelyn says she's here for it. Nicole says, I'm in no hurry at all.
Thank you, Nicole.
Bobby said for the next 2 hours.
Well, thank you, Bobby. We'll probably be finished by then. Marilyn's lining isn't going to take that long. What are you boxing your corners, Marilyn?
Yeah. I had to make a couple lines. My first line wasn't right.
It's okay. All right, we're going to do this over again. I got to get another piece of this material. Something told me, let me tell you, when that nail went in the table, something told me to cut another piece of fabric. I'm telling you, something told me to 2 pieces of fabric. And I was like, girl, you don't need 2 pieces of fabric. Like, why are you even thinking that? That is why. That is why. Hey, Greg.
Bobby said, Patrice, I want to see your shirt. Hey, Elba. Miss JB says all night long. Oh no, Greg has internet issues. Anna says no hurry. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Krishna says I watched him for 3 hours. I'm in no hurry. Eve's in the bushes nursing the supervisor with a cold.
Oh,
Poor
supervisor being
baby.
sick. Oh, see,
Andrea says
it's an
watch
old
it.
shirt now. It's an
It
old.
looks so good. Those colors are great for that.
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
sure I used pink.
Huh?
I'm sure I probably used pinks and purples.
Pinks
But
and
that yellow, and is that red or coffee? What's the middle?
coffee.
That's so pretty. And
Is
the
it
green.
coffee or light topaz? I can't remember. It's coffee. I think it's coffee.
And Bobby
And
wants to know if that's on your website.
yeah, it is, Bobby. Thank you, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead while this is printing, the other is printing out. I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to start prepping my garden flag. What I do with it? Oh, great. Oh, it's over here. Don't worry. All right, here is the garden flag. And I'm going to do this side first. I'm going to do both sides of it. All right. I should pre-press it first, though. Let me pre-press it, y'all, to kind of flatten it out. The only thing with doing like large prints and items is that you use a lot of paper.
Mm-hmm. That garden flag image is so pretty.
It is, and it's so vibrant. So vibrant. I think I already done printing. And then you still have it's hot. All right, so we're gonna do this side first. And this is a sublimation transfer from Atlanta Rhino. One thing, when you do them, you may want to get it like a little, if you do transfers, and you're going to do like an all over, just get it slightly oversized a little bit. Because I think part of it over here, I'm going to have to center it. Like, so it could be a little bit centered like that. So get it a little oversized, just a little bit. Like how when you're doing like a bleed. Alright, I'm gonna tape it.
So Linda Gray, my mother-in-law used to call my son Typhoid John because he would go visit her and then she'd get sick. Linda told Eve, or asked Eve if she's going to be sick Sunday, because you know how it is with friends.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hopefully, the supervisor won't get her sick.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I'm gonna leave the pressure the same. I'm gonna have to do this one in two. In two. Yeah. I think I might need to do this one in two presses. It's longer than my canvas. It's longer than. Let me put a little more tape on it. And then we'll be back to doing. I wonder if their Atlantic Vinyls transfer paper bleeds. It looks like it doesn't bleed. I'm just using it a little bit more. Put your paper. All right, Carolyn.
I use HPV Ront a lot, most of the time, and I don't feel like it usually bleeds. And the other day when I was using that new heat press,
Uh huh.
I put paper behind it, and it did. Oh,
What'd you do?
Oh, this.
Oh,
It's
I'll let it come up. What'd you do?
folded. It got folded under a little bit in my seam. But you know what? That'll bother me. Even though it would never show because there's a liner, so it doesn't show, but I can't deal with that. I cannot handle that. We're going to take that out, just stitch that part over. I would know.
And you wouldn't like it.
Would not like it one bit.
It's okay.
There we go.
I'm kind of tempted to use this pressing pillow the next time when I do this other one, but I kind of don't want to. All right, come on, sliding through. All right, let's see if I kept everything intact, y'all. Hopefully. Hopefully everything stays intact. Whew, I was so happy that today was Friday, Maryland. I took a box of Stroopies to work with me today.
Oh man, I need to get that Stroopy out of my box and eat it.
I shared it with students, teachers, and administration. It was assistants. Oh no, I hope I didn't mess it up.
Wasn't it like para day or para week this week?
No, for us it was assistant principal week.
Oh, I just saw, maybe it was it last week? Sometime within the last 10 days on our school website, they had the pictures of paras, and all that stuff. So I just figured that's what it was.
Really? Are you going on your school website? You miss it? You miss your school?
So here's the deal: is the way I log into my Gmail account is through the school website, because that's how I sit. So I always pull up the school website and go directly to Gmail through that. But I do miss it. I really do miss it.
I know. I can tell.
Not so much that I want to go back, but I definitely miss it.
You miss that's what I think. I think I would miss. So remember my thing when I said that if their paper bleeds, it does bleed.
Oh, okay.
Remember, so that's what I think I would just miss it. I don't know what I would do.
Oh, I know what you would do.
We would have so much fun. You would do charger. I would just be having a great time. Yep. Wow, look at the colors.
Oh my,
And I
that's
still have color on this.
pretty.
Look at that.
Yes,
This is so vibrant. It is so
really
vibrant.
gorgeous.
And this is a great garden flag. So this is like if you wanted to print out something large and you don't want to have to piece it together and do all that stuff, like this is a really, really good, like you can get transfers, large transfers from companies like Atlanta Vinyl. And then you don't have to worry about printing. Hold on, I'm gonna bring this myself bigger to show you guys. Well, so I don't know if I want to do the other side. I mean, I could do the other side, but hold on, let me come over there. Look how good that looks, y'all. So this is a
It's
garden
really
bag that will
pretty.
go outside. I thought I had it centered nicer, but it looks super good.
It does. It's gorgeous.
The colors look
I'm not a
amazing.
green person, but I love all the greens in that.
Yeah, it's very pretty. I love the scissor fly.
Uh-huh.
So this was one of the projects in Yolanda's mystery box, and you can also put the other image on the back. But I think I may hold off on putting that on here. I might use it for something else. But it looks super cute for a garden flag. All right, on the other side, so it can be reversible. Smart, Kristen. Smart. Smart. And this is gray. So this wasn't white. This was a gray garden flag. So I think that it came out good. I'm gonna cut Mary. I'm gonna cut the other another piece of fabric.
Oh, now I got the outside done, and I like it that it's shorter. Now, when we were doing it, one of the things Eve had said you could do is go around the edge of the bottom and kind of do a top stitch around it. So I
Uh-huh.
might do that later, but I'm not going to do that right now. But here's my bag, Patrice.
Hold on, we're gonna
Looks
make you
a little
bigger.
fluffy because my liner is fluffing it.
Hold on, I'm gonna make you bigger, Mary Bear. I
Okay.
lost my mouse for a second. Let's see.
See?
I love that print.
And before
Mm-hmm.
it was so gosh, that much plus about 3 inches deeper. Well, plus yeah, about 3 inches deeper. I know that doesn't sound like much, but it looks and feels so much better now that it's not 3 more inches deep. And I put interfacing inside this canvas, and the canvas is thicker also than the cotton I'd used before. So
Mm-hmm.
I like it way better. I keep it in my vehicle, so I always take it in a Walmart or a grocery store and use it.
It looks
So,
wonderful, Marilyn.
thank you. So now I gotta shorten the lining.
It looks wonderful.
Thanks. I like it. I'm so happy. I've been wanting to make a tote for a long time. So when we did these, I was loving it.
Mm-hmm. And they were fairly easy to make.
Yeah, they were. I need to go about there.
All right. I'm gonna take this and then worry about the.
Kristen said she thinks we need to make bags again. She thinks we made these before she started sewing. I can't believe she's that new of a sewer and she's taking projects that are done on the embroidery machine and
I,
converting them to sewing. She's a natural.
yep. She is.
So I think I'm going to cut off a little bit at a time. I can fold it back down in there, see if it's about the right length. I just don't want to cut off too much, and then I've messed up my bag. Oh, hey, Patrice, look at my shirt while I'm big.
I know.
Okay, now you made me small.
Oh wait, I didn't see it good.
Yeah, sure.
Marilyn.
Shitty.
Okay, so tell everybody what colors you use.
Okay.
If you guys didn't see Marilyn's live last night, she was over there doing bling and embroidery. Like she had a whole thing going on yesterday.
I had a whole mess going on.
Not a mess, Marilyn. It wasn't a mess.
So for the outline, I used fuchsia chrome. For the inside, I used what is now my favorite stone. I just can't get enough of that stone. Icy Crystal AB.
So pretty.
And then for the word girl, I used magenta.
Great.
I like it. The only thing, the fuchsia chrome and the magenta kind of blend together, so it's harder, I think, to tell what's what. So I would probably use maybe Capri or the turquoise chrome or whatever it's called for the outline next time. But I love it. Look at that bling.
Did you just say that Icy Crystal AB is your new favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
I don't even know what my old favorite. Oh, my old favorite. I know it was Labrador. Mm-hmm.
We all know your old favorite. How you don't know your old favorite? Did Icy Crystal just blow your mind like that, Marilyn?
Yes, it had. And it had been a while since I've done much bling, so I hadn't even used Labrador for a long time.
You're doing Labrador really, really dirty, Marilyn. I can't believe you. That's a shame.
Uh-huh. Says the trader who left Black Diamond in the dust for all the other colors.
Black Diamond's still my favorite. It's still
Is it?
Yep.
Then why don't you use it?
It's the classiest stone there is, Marilyn.
It is that. It is that. I love the fact that it is so bright and pretty like crystal, but it's not as, it's more classy. I'm not going to call it subtle, but it's less in your face than crystal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still very bright, very blingy, very beautiful.
It's classy. And it's my favorite.
Thank you, Linda. Eve said it's so pretty. It is so pretty. Gosh.
It is pretty. How many stones is that design?
Look at you just trying to keep me on the screen. This design, let me look real quick.
Is that in Maryland's Merch?
What?
Is it Maryland's Merch?
Mm-hmm.
Can you drop a link?
Sure. Thank you. So the way it is, okay, let me find it. So the word girl has 311 rhinestones. The outline has 424 rhinestones, and these are SS10s. And then the inside, the bulk of your stones, there's 1,352.
Okay. And what size is the design?
10, let me see, 10.9 wide by 6.885 tall.
Okay.
So it's a good size, but it's not like the 12-inch by 10-inch.
I was crying, laughing the other day. So I ended up on my Etsy, and I was looking at some of like my very first designs, Marilyn. Girl, what was I doing with those sizes? Like I had no like. Though the size of those designs were outrageous. One was almost like 13 inches wide. I'm like, girl, what? Like,
You
what?
had to turn it sideways on the cutter even to cut it, didn't you?
Yes, it was.
Bobby, I am, and I just dropped the link to this design, which can get you to the store.
Mhm.
And you know, I hadn't made a design for so long.
I
Maybe
know.
one in the last, I don't know, months.
I know. And
And
so
I
when
have
you did
a
this, I was
list.
so happy to see it.
I have a list now of a few others that I'm thinking about.
Really,
So,
that's so good. Because I know how sometimes it can be like it can. First of all, doing like designing can be a little bit overwhelming at times, and
mm-hmm.
then just trying to come up with something fresh and fun and something that people
Yes,
will like. It's a lot of pressure
yeah.
because you don't want to make something and then nobody likes it, and then they're like, oh, like. So I get it, but I'm so happy because I know like you're so good at designing,
Oh,
and I
thanks.
know that you were going through a little bit of a funk. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, girl, I see you over here getting your designer mojo back. I love it.
It's simple. It's a very simple design, but I think it's cute.
It is very cute. It is very cute. All right, we're gonna try this one more time, and hopefully, I think if that top part hadn't messed up, like where the checkered line is, I would have been fine with it. But because that messed up, I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. Josie Boo. Hey, Josie.
Hey, Uni. I got to answer a question on Etsy because if you don't, you know, you get downgraded.
I know. The problem for me, and I tell everybody, one, I don't do custom designs. I'm not even going to start. Like, somebody's asking me, well, can you just do, I can't. I
Mm-hmm.
can't do any, because once I start, like, that's not, I can't do it. And then people I have in my shop, it says, do not send me a message about anything that is not related to a listing in the shop. Marilyn, nobody don't care. So I like, you know what? I can't. And
I
I,
always refer them to Laura
yeah,
because she does.
yeah, she will do custom. She does, and she does a good job.
Yeah.
But I can't. Like, and then just because you did, I'm like, nope, I'm not even gonna. I can't. I don't even care no more, to be honest. Because it's like, people don't respect your boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not gonna stress myself out.
We should just take it as a compliment that they really like the stuff
Yep, we
and
should.
then refer them to Laura. Because I'm not going to be able to do custom
I
ones
can't
either.
do custom. I usually send them to her, but if I say in my thing, do not send me a message about anything,
Yes, that's the bad part.
it's like, come on. And then Etsy, you have to respond.
Within a really, really short time period.
Yeah, so I don't care no more. I don't care, Marilyn. I don't care. I don't. I'm like, it's abuse.
That's definitely there can be a whole lot of overreaching there. Patrice is like, yeah, you're saying it very nicely.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. you, Jesus.
Thanks, Donzel. Kristen, sometimes I do. Sometimes. Because then you look at that shirt on Patrice, and it is Vavaloom. So cute.
All right, y'all. This is the best I could get. Okay, this is the best I could get. We're not striving for perfection.
You tap it around me.
Maybe we are, but you always get it. No.
I think it's good to strive for, but not, we're never going to
Not a
attain
requirement.
perfection. Yeah. So, I mean, I like to work toward it, but it's never going to happen.
Yep. That's so true. Here. Marilyn, what did I do with my stuff, girl? I did have like a bling file out just in case. Went sideways.
Fell out in case we need something else to do.
Yeah, but what did I do with the ruler? Why? I thought I didn't need it. I thought it was gonna go just fine, and then it did not. And I don't know what I did with the ruler, y'all.
Miss Joyce, you talking about the black canvas? I am not 100% certain, but it may have been part of some fabric that somebody in our community sent to me. I feel like that might be it. But it is a really nice, thick black canvas.
I think I should have made this a little bit larger.
Okay, what's Jesse talking about? Let's see. Jesse. I'm wondering if he's trying to tell you something. I don't think so.
What did Jesse say? Jesse, what I did wrong? Tell me.
He's saying hi to people. Maybe he's, I'll bet I know. He said, I give up, but I'm wondering if he means he's given up on trying perfection. Ruler. You said, where's my ruler? He says, I give up.
Jesse.
He gives up. You tell us. Where is your ruler?
Where is it? I found it, finally.
Was it in your top drawer like my seam ripper?
It was just right in my face right here behind the desk where I put it.
Why am I still big like this?
Oh, Marilyn, I didn't even realize that.
Sure, you did.
Not you even big.
Well, before she makes me look this shirt. Isn't it pretty? Baby's booty stones.
That's great. All right, I'm coming, Marilyn, to relieve you from being bigger.
You're okay.
Don't worry.
Kristen said she just lost her tape measure.
What did Kristen lose?
Her tape measure.
Kristen, like me, girl, is losing everything.
Okay, this looks like it's pretty good.
Rebecca says she likes it a lot.
Thanks, Deborah.
All right. Did I put tape on the back? I didn't. I'm kind of scared too. Because I think my tape is giving me the problem because it's causing too much of a extra layer.
I was supposed to box my corners with this liner and do the majority of it before I closed the bottom.
What happened? It didn't happen?
No.
It's okay.
So I might just flip it and then go straight across it. It's just the liner. It's just the liner. Don't get too freaked out.
Yep. She's telling that to herself.
You know it.
I'll be like, it's gonna be fine.
Just the liner. Perfection is overrated.
Yep. that's the message for tonight, y'all. That perfection is overrated. And as y'all see, it is definitely overrated. I'm just gonna go with this just like this.
Thanks, Bobby. Nikki said, awesome shirt, Marilyn and Patrice. If you don't mind, where did you get that desk from? The one you were cutting on, please and thanks.
Oh,
So, are you talking about Patrice's desk or this desk?
which
If you're talking about mine, oh, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, I'm actually wearing jewelry. I hardly ever wear jewelry. This desk,
all
it's one that
fancy
rolls
for,
up or what?
you got all fancy for tonight,
I
girl?
got all fancy for you. This is a desk that rolls up and down. It has two drawers right here. It has wheels. It rolls all over the place, and it's actually a tool cabinet. I mean, it's a tool thing. It's Husky, which is Home Depot brand. However, you can go with the Yukon brand from Harbor Freight, and it is less expensive. And to me, it's the exact same thing. So, if you were talking to me,
You
Patrice, where'd you get your desk?
but Yukon is cheap. I have what is that Husky? Okay, that's Husky, but I have a Yukon one too, like Maryland, and that one's it's cheaper than the Home Depot Husky.
Yes.
So the table in the center, I made that table out of like the 2x2 cube storage units. There's three 2x2 cube storage units. Then I have a tabletop. All that I got from IKEA, but I had to put it all together. And then I purchased those two drawers. Like there's four drawers. I purchased those drawers separately, and then I just built them into the cube. Actually, I drew up the plan, but my friend Fifi came over to help execute it. And then I also have it on wheels. Like it's on wheels so I could wheel it around.
When we were building all the other things, like that thing I was at last night, Tim and John, my son, built it. I mean, I helped.
Mhm.
And then we just bought the top of it from Home Depot. And he was like, we're going to put wheels on it. And then I have a cart here, cart there, a long table over there, and a cart over there. All of them we made, except this one was a desk. We took apart the desk after my son got older and kind of recreated it. But everything's on casters. He was like, you need everything on casters. He knows me. He knows I want to move things around too much.
Yeah. I'm not happy if it's not like that's one thing. Like, is it on wheels? No. Can it be put on wheels?
Yes, I love being able to move all this around. Or just like when it's time to get, like my DTF printer, the waste ink thing is in the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can wheel out the table versus having to, wrestle the machine.
Yeah. And that's why I like, and because honestly, like a lot of these machines are very heavy, and so I don't want to have to call anybody to ask anybody to help me move anything. So once it's on wheels, I can pretty much wheel it wherever I need to wheel it to.
Yes.
So,
and Harbor Freight has this kind of stuff in so many colors.
yeah.
And if it's not in stock in that color, they can order in.
Yeah. Yep.
I like just plain white with the light, just unfinished wood for the most part for the craft room.
Mm-hmm.
But they have some adorable colors.
Yeah.
All right. Can you say cute flag? Hey, Bonetta. Cindy, that is a good one. She said, and I've heard Unbiased say this, something like this. Cindy said, finished is better than perfect.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Very true.
Deborah said perfection is overrated because it doesn't exist.
Not. That's so true, y'all. So true. I need to hold this down with all this pressure because it's too much pressure and it's going to pop open. And I don't want it to pop open just in case I need to press it again. I was thinking that I should have used the pressing pillow, but I don't want, no. I think it may like make the paper separate where I have it taped.
Mm.
That's kind of how I was feeling. But
Yeah, Unbiased says done is better than perfection. I know I've heard her say something about it.
yep, I agree. I agree. Mm. All right, before I take it off, I'm just going to. It's that center part. It's still no.
Hey, Lena Dole Crafting.
That center part is still. I didn't move it too much. I'm about to do one more press, y'all. It's really not that bad, but it's not that bad. If I go to it again this time, it's just it.
I better hurry up and get my lining done.
Take
Oh,
your time.
actually, since I'm not able to get to the other side of it, since I closed up the bottom and I won't be able to box it, I'm just going straight across. And it's going to be great because nobody's going to see it.
Absolutely, it's going to be wonderful. Watch. It's going to be wonderful, Marilyn. It's going to be wonderful.
Gotta kind of move it.
Which one came out better? We're going to have to cut some of this off. This was the original one. And I still made it bleed, Marilyn, again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The first one was fine. This one is better, I think. You know what happened? You know what I think? It's not that this shrinks. It shrinks. So
Oh, it's pulling apart when it shrinks.
it shrinks. Yeah, it shrinks.
And are you talking about the paper shrinks or the fabric shrinks?
Fabric shrinks. So when I move this, you see how this, you see, okay, so this is how I can tell.
Now the top looks different. That top looks good.
It looks better. But you see how this part right here?
Oh, I see exactly
and
what you're saying.
It shrinks.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Isn't that weird that polyester's shrinking like that?
Yeah. And that's the same thing that happened here. So it wasn't, even though it was still taped down, once it comes up, like for this
Yeah.
it's a done deal. It shrinks.
And did you pre-press it, the second one?
Oh no, I didn't even pre-press the second one.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna use the second one. I like the second one better.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Well, I kind of like the second one better, but not really.
What do you like the first one better than the second one?
Okay, the second one, I like this part better.
Uh-huh.
The first one, I like the first one, I like. Well, I like that overrated, but see, I cannot believe that it shrank. That is so crazy. See, I like the second one better. I like the second one better. We're gonna go with the second one. That's the one I'm gonna hang up in my classroom.
Okay.
That it shrank. This paper's a rascal. Or this fabric's a rascal. And that center line where that line is. You have to do it one or you like you can't time. I'm gonna cut this. Even though I think I might like the first one better. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go with the first one. I like the first one better. I thought I liked the second one better. I do like the second one better. Sorry guys. The life of being an indecisive person.
That was me last night trying to figure out stone color. Hey, Lillian and Janie.
Is that Jamie M?
Nope.
A new Jamie?
Janie. No, she's not new either. Janie.
Jamie.
I'm not sure.
I know
Yeah,
Jamie.
not Jamie. I'm sorry. It sounded like I said Jamie. Janie.
I probably just didn't hear you well. It's me.
Let's see, Janie. Tell me if I'm right. Let me think. Verhoeks? Verhoeks?
I probably could have made this a little bit bigger, like the design, y'all, a little bit larger. If I had realized that this was going to shrink. I never noticed that this material, like that it shrinks because I've never pressed it a second time before. I've never pressed it a second time before. But it shrinks.
Okay. Janie said I said it pretty close. Janie Verhooks.
You see?
Hey, Verhooks. Yes. Okay. Patrice, I don't think that looks bad.
I do. Look at that, Marilyn.
Yeah. Darn
That's
it.
horrible. That's horrible.
That's the second one. Isn't that the second one?
Yeah.
I thought you said we're going with the first one.
You want to see the first one?
Yeah.
This is the second one, and this is the first one. The first one's better, huh? I just don't like this part in the first one, but the first one's better.
So that part up there, it almost looks, I'm being serious, it almost looks like it was designed that way. When I first saw it, I didn't realize that was wrong. And when I saw your second one, where I see it's, the white is the same size all the way across and the black same size all the way across, I see the issue, but I don't think anybody looking at it will realize that what it was supposed to look like.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
And you see the little fingers right there. The first one's better. Y'all are right.
Bobby says I like the first one. No one will ever know.
Thank you, Bobby. No. We're gonna use a craft staple because the staple gun, y'all.
I'm done.
You're done, Marilyn?
Yeah. You know what? I did have one area that up at the top, I had top stitched, and for some reason, I bet that's where we turned it. There's one little area that's not top stitched, so that's all I'm gonna do. I thought that's what it was, Janie. Janie said something, and she said the same thing over and over and over and over, and I figured it was a speech to text. I think that's what Miss Joyce does sometimes. It's a speech to text thing.
Yeah. That's what she does. All right. I'm gonna see if I can staple this with this little craft stapler situation. Yo, this is gonna be so crooked. Mm-mm. All right, so I'm using this staple gun. Well, it's not really a staple gun; it's a craft. They say it's a craft stapler, but
Okay, so this is different than the one that you used earlier.
yeah. Let me show
Okay.
you the difference. I have my cordless one and my other regular one. This is the difference in the two.
So the pink one on the left is the one that did all the damage.
Yes.
It is cute though. That is really cute.
It's super powerful. It's pink and powerful.
Pink and power. There you go. There's a new template.
Pink and powerful.
Pink and powerful.
This is just too much work to have to do with this other one, though.
Oh, Kristen said, and Bobby seconded it, add some white and black rhinestones for the checkerboard.
Oh, that would be a great idea. I'm just looking and hoping that it's centered when I turn it around. If it's not, that's gonna be fine too.
I'm not going very straight on this top stitch. It's all right.
Okay.
If anybody's getting that close to me to see that that's crooked, they are too close. They need to back off.
Yep. I agree. I agree. I mean, that little craft stapler is doing a little bit. I mean, it's wrapping it for me. But it's gonna need a few more staples than what I've been able to do.
This is nice. This heavy fabric on the bottom, plus I added what's it called? Fusible, not stabilizer, interfacing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love how thick and hard, the fabric is now at the bottom.
Can I make it bigger so we could see?
Yep. And you had said earlier that you were real picky about your blacks. You're gonna like this black better. It's a prettier black.
Oh yes, girl.
Here it is. I have my boxed corners. And then here's the old cut me. And look, much better, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
She deconstructed and reconstructed a bag tonight.
That's right. Cut the bottom off. Put a new bottom on.
Maybe I broke my thing.
It's almost like plastic surgery. Got a new bottom.
It got a BBL.
Oh.
Carolyn, what type of bags you got over there, girl?
You don't know what I'm gonna be sneaking around in this bag.
Exactly. Y'all, this is. I don't think.
Thank you, guys.
This craft little stapler thing is not it. This is why heavy duty.
Jamie says yarn bag.
Rachel said bottomless bag. That's me. I'm gonna have to get something better to.
Thanks, Vera. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Diane. Thank you, Sandy. Thanks, Greg. And Nicole, Miss JB, Donzel, Jesse, Cindy. We are our own worst critics.
True. Very, very true. All right, I only got 2 sides done.
That looks good.
Thanks, Mirror Bear. You're so sweet. This is gonna go up in my classroom on my wall.
Look good.
I think it's a good, very, very good message for my kids and for me too. So,
Thanks, Lolo. Aw, Janie, thanks. Thanks, Deborah. Diane said, very nice, Patrice.
thank you, Diane.
Hi, Chiquita. She said, well, hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Thanks, Victoria's Creations.
Oh,
they want you to make it bigger.
Oh. Did they say that?
Yes.
Marilyn.
Jamie said it.
Marilyn.
Maybe they wasn't quite accurate, but she really did say it.
I need a stronger stapler than this. Maybe I don't. Oh, maybe
Thanks, Vanetta.
Maybe I do. Because this is, This is not. I think I'm going to have to do it.
What?
What did Bobby say?
She said she's working on her grand's birthday party tomorrow with permanent vinyl and water slide.
Oh. The staples ain't safe one.
Fun, Bobby.
Yep, Papa. How is her grandbaby turning?
I don't know, Bobby. How old is your grandchild turning?
What kind of party? Okay. Well, I think I just want to glue this. You ever get like a canvas and it's just like glued? This is what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be glued. And this is gonna go on my wall in my classroom. If I don't make another one this weekend. You know, there's a strong possibility that another one.
I know. I understand. Bobby says she has a 20-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 7-year-old grands. Cindy's asking if you've ever tried double-sided tape.
Not for this, I haven't, but I could.
Lolo says, nice poster.
That could be a thing. Thank you for that, Cindy.
Chiquita said, nice.
Thank you, everybody.
The birthday party is for the one turning 11.
Okay. We're going to keep stapling. I'm going to keep stapling. All right, guys. No, it's all good. Don't worry. This was just extra part of the night. I really just want to show how to do it in Silhouette Studio.
And Bobby said, Patrice, you are too hard on yourself.
That's probably true too, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
I can't disagree with you.
Nicole loves the idea of putting it on canvas.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. All right. I got a few more.
Cookie wants to know, where did you get the fabric for the canvas?
I got this fabric from Amazon. I'll put a link to it. This is just know that it shrinks, so you may want to do like a little bit larger and don't press it twice. This is the first time that I've ever pressed it twice. Like usually one time is enough, but it's all good. Make sure you use a lot of pressure when you press it. All right, I just need to clean this up a little bit in the back. But we have our poster for my class. Let me remove this screen. And Marilyn's, this new StreamYard stuff is a lot. Because I don't even know how to use it no more. Oh, hey. Hold on, Marilyn. I'm going to go solo. So this is my little poster that I made. I want to clean this up a little bit. I should have cut the corners, but came out pretty good. I can't complain too much, but I don't like it shrank when I did the second press. Make sure you use extra pressure, and the overlap does matter. You don't want a huge when you're layering it or piecing it together, you don't want a huge piece of paper there, but not too bad. It's
not. It looks good.
Thank you, Marilyn. Matrice. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. Hold on, I gotta bring Marilyn back. Because it is 10:22. Where's Miss Sandra? Did she tell me? Did she tell me that it was a new 2020?
I don't know if I've seen her. But I can tell you there was a 2020 on tonight, and then what's the other one on Fridays? 48 hours? Or Dayline? Anyway, I had two of them set on DVR to record.
So we have something new to look
Yep.
at. I'm excited. So I'm going to watch that before, because I want to get caught up so that we could have our discussion.
I need to get caught up too. I don't know why I didn't think they had court today.
I know.
Deborah said 2020 was really good tonight.
It was really good?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to watch that.
Hey, Viola.
So I hope you guys saw how to tile your image. That was the purpose of tonight. And hanging out with my friend and my twin sister, Matrice.
And Perilyn.
I'm Perilyn.
Yep. I finally got it right.
Yep. So it came out fine. Marilyn, show your back again. I'm going to make you big.
Okay. And my shirt.
Yes. She loves that shirt so much.
I love this. So I love these stone colors. Mm-hmm. Here's the shirt, and the star of it is icy crystal AB. And then it also has magenta and fuchsia chrome. And
that shirt's so pretty.
What?
That shirt's so pretty, Mare Bear.
I love those colors. Here's my bag. This was a bag that I had already made. I made it on the live with Patrice and Eve, but it was really, really long. So I cut off a few inches of it, added a new bottom to it, and now it is the perfect size bag for shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for letting me come on and work on this. I had started working on it this afternoon. So when you got it, it's like I have the perfect thing I can work on.
Yep. And that fabric, I love that fabric that you use.
Yeah, I do too. And it's a thicker, I don't know if it's as thick as duck cloth, but it's, it's a thicker fabric.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you guys.
I know. Why are you so big?
Oh yeah. Yes, the condom also.
Huh?
Kristen said we also need to talk more about, is it Dion,
Oh
Hannah,
yes,
Ray,
Conma.
Conmum.
Yes. So we got a few things. We have caught. I haven't even gotten into caught yet, y'all. Our book, Marilyn. That's our book for the next few weeks. Caught. I haven't gotten into it because Lori Vallow is her own attorney.
Yeah.
So, I mean that just like, and then Calm Mom. Oh, we have to talk about that.
The judge in the case is so smooth,
So laid back, yeah,
cool, and so far unshakable.
yeah.
Two
It's like
days ago, maybe, huh?
he's not shook about anything at
Uh-uh.
all.
No. And 2 days ago, she was whining about something, objecting, and asking a question. And she asked it again. He's like, no, move on. That's all he said in his nonchalant, no, move on.
Hmm. Like there's nothing else to discuss. That
Right.
no, yeah, no, no.
Hmm.
Good for him.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting. I'm just fine. I'm looking for this link to the Marilyn. Put a link to your channel, not to your channel, to your channel, but also to your design again, please. I'm
Okay.
gonna put it in the description when we're done because I was already Marilyn. I was stapling the canvas and the self healing mat to my table. So I didn't. I couldn't even function at that point. I just had to walk away.
But her mat self healed.
It did. It did. It did. I don't even know what I was thinking. I honestly was thinking that this was thicker than what it really is, but it's like that was so silly. Like it's
I would have loved to have been a mouse in the room.
Can you imagine how my face looked when it happened? I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
your
that was
eyes in the text message were really big that you sent.
yeah, because your girl was over here struggling. I was struggling. I was. Yeah, I think this one's it.
Bobby says, okay, catch me up. What do I have to watch here that you are talking about?
Oh, the so Marilyn and I are like sleuths. And we like a lot of like court cases and true crime and just who done it and things like that. So we are watching the Lori Vallow trial right now. And she's already in prison, but she's representing herself, y'all. I'm I'm really surprised at how well. Marilyn, do you ever watch the channel It's a Crime?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Never.
girl, you have to watch the It's a Crime channel. There's a lot of people doing commentary on the trial,
And
but
it's called what?
it's a crime. It's a
It's a
crime.
crime.
Yes, it's a crime. And then there's several people doing, going over it, but she's really good. Like she's
Mhm.
there like all day. But she had taken some time off. Like she had been going through like a lot of different things and she had taken time off. She came out of her need and time for a long time and time away to do this trial. She
If
was
my
like,
job was that, I would too. I would love to be there.
she's like, yeah, no.
Bobby, I've been watching it. They have live each day, which I didn't watch it today. I didn't realize it was on today. When I've been in here, I've been catching some of it, and then the things I missed, the witnesses I missed, I go back and you can rewatch it on YouTube. So YouTube, like it might have a 7 hour video from a certain day. A lot of those 7 hours, it's just there's nothing like a picture posted
Mm-hmm.
because they're either at lunch or the jury hasn't come in yet, or they're in recess, those kind of things, or they're talking, they're doing something. But yeah, you can find the full day of the trial for each day on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Who is on trial? So Lori Vallow Daybell, who was convicted of murdering her two children. So she's already in prison. She's now on trial for conspiring with her brother to murder her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And the issue is everybody that was there at the house, one of the issues, everybody that was there at the house except for Lori is dead. Her two
Yeah.
children, her other brother.
Every girl, everybody,
Yep.
everybody. Mm-mm. It's horrible. Horrible.
Uh-huh.
Everybody, Marilyn.
She's so ding dong.
But then
That's,
the thing that she says, oh,
oh
Lord.
my gosh. Just like this, I mean, actually, what was it? I was rewatching something today, but it wasn't today's. One of the people that was there, was he fire? I think he was fire. I don't think he was police. He heard her say, and I saw this on TV years ago. Oh, I guess we won't get invited to the pool party now with all the commotion going on over there.
Girl,
Like, are you a freaking idiot? Well, yes, she is.
while the police, the paramedic, everybody's at your house trying to. This is what you say. What?
Mm. And she
Whew.
was so upset at this woman who went out with her husband the night before he was killed. And Lori was telling her that they hadn't even started a divorce. But then I saw later it came out that he did have divorce papers, but she was being slippery. He couldn't get her served.
Because she's slick. And what was up with the house? Like, the house had absolutely nothing inside of it. Like,
Yeah. I don't remember why. And I don't know if they were renting. I feel like she was renting that house. And see, I thought her brother was living with her there, the one that killed him,
mm-mm.
but he wasn't. I mean, have you seen the other brother's testimony yet? You haven't, have
No,
you?
I haven't
Okay.
seen it yet.
He was a very good witness.
But the fact that, so then it was said, I think she said in the opening statement or something that, oh yeah, I still worked for my husband and I booked his travel and I booked his car. I got him his rental car. And then he also, well, he booked, what was the brother's name? Not Adam. Adam is the, well, she booked the brother who killed him. She's saying that the husband purchased his plane ticket. Did you see that part?
So, yes. And then when you watch the good brothers' testimony, some of that stuff will come out too.
I don't, so because I can't imagine that he actually purchased his tickets for him. It had to be like she had his card and she was using the money for the buying whatever she wanted.
So, what he said was that, yeah,
What happened, Mira Beer?
I'm trying to remember her husband's name, the deceased that this is all about. Charles.
Um, yeah,
Charles. That's
Charles.
sad. We can't even remember the poor victim's name.
It's so many things. It's so many victims in this
Yeah.
one case.
Yes. Charles had gotten hold of her good brother to bring him there to help do an intervention. And none of the rest of her family had any interest in it. They didn't think anything was wrong. She's just going through something, she'll get through it. So the good brother, so Charles purchased a plane ticket for the good brother to come and do an intervention.
That was the good brother, not the bad one.
That was the good brother, yeah. and the intervention never happened because the good brother got killed.
This is just too much.
I mean,
Those kids, the
because I'm sorry, because the husband got killed.
your husband, but it's just like too much. Like those poor kids. Like just, I can't. So I gotta watch the rest. I need to get my notes together, Marilyn.
I
So
gotta
that
keep watching because I've got quite a bit to watch too.
I gotta watch. So I'll be listening to that tomorrow. Is the Bling Box Zoom at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is the Londa Spring Zoom, her Mystery Bloom Spring Bloom box design. I mean, live. Y'all know what I mean. Just be there or be square. Okay, so that's where we're gonna be, and then Sunday Evie will be live at her regular time. Now I need to see Marilyn. We need to see what day we're gonna come. We're gonna talk. Are we gonna do it on Patrice L?
Sure, that sounds good because that's kind of that type of channel. That'd be great.
Yeah, we'll do it on Patrice L. All right, guys. So we're getting ready to go. I'm gonna do a quick giveaway. I meant to give this
Woo!
away. I meant to give this away like Monday, I think, and I forgot. So because I forgot, I had an extra bling visor. It's almost summertime. This was from one of the bling boxes, but it's silver. But I felt like it matches. Let me make myself a little bit larger. I felt like it matched the
Oh, it does.
shirt really nicely. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give this away. This is a sorry guys, it's a medium. It's a medium shirt. So medium and a hat. I think I might have made this for me. I think I got it. I think this is my shirt I'm giving away. I picked up the wrong one. Where's the other
You
one?
better find the right one.
I think.
And
But
for
we'll do.
anybody that's in here that's doing the Craft of Bling box, my notice came to my promotions. So it doesn't show up in your inbox. Like if you have Gmail, I have my inbox, which is all the supposedly the real stuff. And for some reason, it doesn't usually show up in promotions, but this time Gmail filtered it to promotions. So if you're in the Craft of Bling event tomorrow, check your spam, your promotions, check anything like that.
Thank you, Mare Bear.
You're welcome.
So if I'm gonna put this as a medium, right? But if you aren't a medium and you're between a small, large, or extra large, or maybe even 2X, I will accommodate you because this might really do be my shirt that I forgot that I'm supposed to wear tomorrow for the Bling Box Zoom. I don't know where the other. I did have an extra one, and I don't know where that is. So that's gonna be yours. All right, let's.
Nobody cares if you wear it and then you send it out.
I Patrice, what is this? Like, girl, what are you doing? What is wrong? All right, let's see. Let me go StreamYard giveaway tool. And we're gonna so send me when you win, whoever wins, you're gonna send me an email. This is only for US residents. If you win this shirt, send me an email. I'm gonna put my email on the screen. But also just know that I'm probably not going to send it out tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday. So just be a little bit patient and I will get it out to you. Let me see, create giveaway page. All right, y'all. We're gonna do Marilyn. What should the word be?
Um, 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 uh, 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 um, um,
Staple gun.
um, What's this say on the shirt? It says, excuse me.
Bling, bling, bloom, bling and bloom boldly.
How about bloom?
Bloom. It'll be bloom. That's perfect, Marilyn. Patrice. Bloom. Okay, that's perfect. And it kind of goes with a little bit tonight too because we had it's perfect. We did Delanda's spring bloom box. We actually did two projects. Where's the other one? Let me show you guys. And we also Marilyn on her bag. It looks like a lot of bloom.
Lots of blooms.
Yeah. So it's perfect. Let me find that.
The flag has pretty flowery, springy stuff. Maybe there's a bloom on there.
Yeah. I'm going to show y'all all the things that we made before we get off. And let me put my email on the screen. Banner. This is my email, patrice@craftfulthings.com. Oh, Matrice. Oh, Marilyn, I'm going to watch this, but I got to go to the gym in the morning, Marilyn. Oh, girl. So I went to the gym last weekend. Saturday and Sunday. I didn't go anymore the rest of the week because I could not even walk.
I heard you say that on your live. I was like, oh, she's doing so good though. I mean, I'm so unactive. I need to do something where my legs hurt.
Get one of those
I'm proud of you, Patrice. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Mare Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I've been trying to do something different. I don't know what else to do because I've hit like a plateau. And so I've just been like trying to figure out like different things. I've been changing up like certain things that I eat. I don't eat a lot of stuff anyway. So it's like, oh, I don't know, Mare Bear. But I'm going to be working out in the morning. I'm not going to the 5 o'clock class. I'm going to go to the 7:45 class so I can sleep in.
See what? Oh, sleep in. Yeah.
You know what else I've been eating? So, like a few months ago, this family on Instagram, they were eating like these Kodiak, I think it's Kodiak and not Kodak. Kodiak snacks, not snacks like waffles and things like that that you could put in a toaster oven, pancakes. I
Uh-huh.
purchased some. They're high in protein and they're not bad.
So the bread that I eat, it's pretty high in protein. It's sola or soba that you can
Soba?
buy. I don't remember it's sola or soba.
Soba.
I feel like it's sola. Let me see.
Soba.
Yes. So it's low carb, high protein. You can get bread. I don't see the bagels at our Walmart, but you can order bagels online.
Okay.
And it's about the best, keto-ish type of bread I've had.
Oh, my Walmart has the Sola. And you like it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the sweet oat bread. There's about 3 or 4 different types of bread. The sweet oat one is really good. And I have ordered the blueberry bagels before. They're good too. I just can't buy the bagels at our store.
Mm.
But
Sola.
I haven't heard of the Kodiak things.
They're very, very. It's very good. So I have the so in the morning before I work out, they have like the French toast sticks, and I usually just have like two French toast sticks, something not too heavy, still kind of light with my sugar free syrup, or they have like waffles, and then I'll have a waffle, or I'll have a waffle and one egg before my workout. Like that's my pre-workout meal because I can't. People like protein shakes. I can't drink that stuff. I cannot. So, all right, y'all. Are we ready to roll? Marilyn and I
Hey,
just went over.
these get really good ratings too. I'm gonna have to try some of those. Okay, what?
Oh, I didn't even share my screen. Let me present. We're gonna get ready to share. What had good ratings? The bread.
The Kodiak stuff.
Yeah, it's Marilyn. For it to be what it is It's very tolerable. I actually look forward to it. Like I'll put a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of extra cinnamon, just not cinnamon sugar, just a little bit of cinnamon on it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy
Mm-hmm.
the waffles. I enjoy the French toast, the pancakes. The pancakes are a little. They're not my favorite of the three that I've
Because of
tried.
the texture
Yeah, the texture,
or the
it's not
flavor.
bad. It's just more, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's more like, I feel like it's kind of cakey.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I feel like. It's a little cakey. All right, let me share my screen. We've been talking about our stuff.
Annette, let's see, was it Annette? Somebody didn't have the M on the end. Who was that? I think it said Annette. Yes, Annette. Go ahead and put an entry in again because you were missing your M.
Yeah. And then we'll get ready to roll. We'll get ready to roll. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Before we get off, we're going to show our projects that we made tonight. And then I'm going to go and listen to some stuff. I got some other things that I need to do, but I think I'm just going to chill out till tomorrow. All right. Did she put it in? Yep, she did. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to roll. Let me get my bell ready. Marilyn, you know I need your bell.
I'll ring it for you.
The music winner.
Congratulations!
Congratulations. Thank you for being here. Please send me an email to Patrice at Craftable Things letting me know your address. And if you need another size shirt, up to 2X, not going beyond that, but up to 2X, let me know. If the medium is not good for you, I'll just brush in another one. It's going to be identical to this one, though. Okay, so just let me know. But congratulations! Oh, Marilyn, Marilyn, and Marilyn, Marilyn. Okay, let me stop. Let me remove. Are you ready to show your bag,
I'm
Mirror Bear?
ready.
Let me move this banner real quick. All right, Mirror Bear.
All
I'll
right.
make
So
this.
I just reconstructed the purse, making it a little different size. It was too tall. So this is what I worked on tonight. I'm so glad to have it done. Now I can take it to Walmart. And then, of course, I still want to show my shirt.
Of
Because
course, that shirt, Marilyn, that shirt is so intense.
I
I can't
love
wait
it.
to make that.
Icy Crystal AB.
Marilyn loves Icy Crystal AB. Let me exit solo layout. All right, it's my turn to share. Let me share really quick. Let me put this over here. All right, so I made two things. Both were from Delanda's mystery box. So now I've made three things with stuff from the mystery box. The Perfection is Overrated is a file in the mystery box. Well, you got the files separate. Like you got your mystery box and then you also got some SVG files to use. And so this is gonna go on my wall at my in my classroom. I changed the colors up a bit because my classroom is teal and like sunflowers, so that's why I changed it up. But it came out pretty good. I turned it into a canvas, and I mean, like this material, I put a link to some of this material in the chat, but just know that it shrank. And so you can't press it twice. You can only press once. All right. If not, you're gonna get ghosting and stuff like me. Well, not really ghosting. It's just like it's double prints on top of the other prints. So, but I love how it came
It
out.
did come out nice.
It doesn't
It
look
looks
too bad.
good. It does not.
Thank you, Mirror Bear.
You're
Thank you. Because I was not all that happy at first, but I'm fine. I'm not even going to remake it. It's going to be fine. And it's
good.
going to be a reminder that even if it doesn't come out perfect, it can still be good, it can still be used, and it can still look nice, even if it's not perfect. That's
Yes.
just life. So perfection is overrated. And then this is a garden flag. I just have to put my stakes in there, like the rod, and put this in my yard.
That's adorable.
And this was sublimation too. This was in the back. The garden flag though was actually a part of the box in addition to the transfer. So super cute. I
It
love
really
how
is.
we had such a good night. I wasted so much time doing that second one, y'all. That was so silly.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't waste. Wasn't waste.
I should have,
You feel better knowing that you did it again and you picked the one you like the best, and that's valuable. So,
but you know what? I didn't realize that it has shrank.
yeah.
Like if I would have realized that the first time, if I would have stopped to look and not look at how bad it looked, and it doesn't really look that bad honestly now. But
Mm-mm.
if I had to stop to actually look and see, like, okay, well, what happened, as opposed to just being like not thinking about it and just, oh, this is horrible, I would have realized that it shrank, and I wouldn't have made the same mistake again. So, such is life. That's a
It's all
lesson.
good.
And it's still a reminder that perfection is definitely overrated, right? Marilyn, do you have anything to say? Anything else?
No, just I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that'll be in the Zoom tomorrow
Me too.
and in the chat Sunday night with Eve. And then next week it starts all over.
Starts all over again, and we got to plan when we're going to do punch needling.
Yes.
And yeah, we need to do punch needle. I love punch needling.
I really do too. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't done more of it because I really do enjoy it. I enjoy it more than
Yes.
crochet. More than crochet. I don't want you to hear me say that, but I enjoy it more than crochet.
But I heard you say it.
I'm
Right.
sure I'll learn to love crochet. I'll
Oh,
learn to.
Delonda dropped down in the chat. She wants to see. Delonda, you're on vacation. Why are you here? Let me show my poster for my class. Delonda, I had a little bit of situation, but this is my poster. It's I put it on a flat canvas, but I had a lot of situations. I ended up printing it twice because um I thought like it was just a lot. And this one actually did come out the best, and this was the first one. And then I have my garden flag that I
Which
did.
is adorable. So cute.
It's super cute. I just need some, like, I could just use the butterfly with the scissors on it. Like, that's so cute. But that's what I did. Marilyn, show Delonda what you did.
All
She's
right.
probably
I'm put something in here also for Marilyn Barber because she asked about is it too late to join the Zoom? So the Zoom is for people that have the Craft a Bling boxes, the extreme Craft a Bling box. So I put a link in there so that if you're interested in starting the Craft a Bling box subscription, the extreme one, then you would come to the Zooms and they're fun. Okay, Delonda, here's my bag. I had already made it, but it was way too deep. And so I deconstructed it and I did surgery. I put a new bottom on it. So that,
good.
and then Delonda, look at my shirt. Isn't it
Hey,
cute?
girl.
Hey, girl.
Just wonderful. But I am gonna put this up in my class on Monday. I'll take a picture and show y'all what it looks like. I'm not gonna remake it. I was thinking about it, but it's fine. It looks good. It's a good reminder that perfection is overrated. You don't have to be perfect to be accepted, to be loved. You don't have to be perfect. So just remember that. Remember to be kind. to each other, to love each other, to be patient with each other, and also with yourself. Just remember everybody's living different lives. Everybody's going through different things. We don't know everybody's situation. We come on here every single week. I don't really know all of our situations. What's going on, the ins, the outs, the rights, the lefts, the ups, the downs. We don't know. And everybody in the chat, we don't know. Sometimes you guys come through and you share, and I appreciate when you guys do come through and share what goes on in your lives. And I'm so grateful that a lot of you guys remember what's happening in everybody's life. And you guys are super encouraging, super positive, and you guys pray for each other. Like, I'm blessed to be able to be a part of this community because you guys are such kind, caring people. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. If you are going to be in the Craft of Bling Box Zoom tomorrow, can't wait to see you. If you're going to be in the Spring Bloom Bling Zoom, can't wait to see you too. I will be hanging out all day doing a little bit of bling. Before that, I'm going to meet one of my good friends for a little bit of brunch, and then I'll rush home for the Craft of Bling Box Zoom so that we can bling our design. Evie will be on Sunday night. Y'all know the rest of the routine. I still haven't come up with the list of lives and the times and everything, but I will. Monday, Angel will be on. Tuesday, I will be back. Wednesday, it's gonna be Romeo Wednesday because I'm gonna have to go to Texas and make sure that she's on Romeo Wednesday. Thursday, Marilyn will be back on. And if you guys didn't see Marilyn's live last night, Marilyn made that shirt that she has on last night during a live, and she also embroidered a towel. Like, she's really feeling this embroidery thing.
I
Really,
am.
yes,
I'm
yes.
liking it.
She's loving it. And then Friday, I'll be back. But remember, show some kindness, show some love. Sometimes people just, they don't have a chance. Wait, show that bigger, girl. Give me some. First of all, the fact that last night, so I was watching her and I'm like, not, wait, hold on. I put the wrong person on. So let me get you. I was like, not her with the shirt that says, her shirt says, hey girl, and then her towel says, give me some sugar. Like, I'm like, Marilyn, like, that's just, are you sending Tim a message?
This is
Like,
my new retired self. I
I
got more time
love
for
it.
love, baby. More time
And
for love.
I love it. I love it. I'm like, wait, the shirt says, hey girl, and then her towel says, give me some sugar. Like, what she got going on? What what does she have going on?
Ah,
All right, y'all. We will see you guys later. Have a good weekend. Later.
bye.